So yeah, that able to change off and down now as you can see, I've got to do remove them 10 drive. So anyway, let's get it set. Good morning, you handsome lot. It is Monday yet again. We've got a 2019 Peugeot 5008 and the customer's complaining of like a judder coming when he's pulling off. Now is it an automatic, and he has requested for the gearbox oil to be changed now, and that is what I'm going to carry out. Before we do anything, I'm going to be carrying out a full diagnostic check. Let me just turn the brightness down on this, on the whole vehicle, which I have done like so, and we're going to create a report and we're going to save it before we carry out the work. There's quite a few fault codes in the car, but that could be one of many things. It could be battery could have gone flat or anything. But if we scroll down to gearbox, the gearbox is green, so there's no faults there. Before we get involved in the vehicle, we're going to go around on the launch technical database, and we're going to go around to maintenance procedures, automatic transmission, fluid level check, drain and refill automatic. That's the one we need to go through. And what we're going to do, we're going to have a little read of this, see what we need to do, and go from there and put it into practice. Right, now we've got the vehicle in the air, it's asking us to remove the drain plug, which is a T55. The first thing we need to do, what I'm going to do is just back it off and leave it a little bit, because I don't want anything falling down there. We'll get the car in the air now and get the under trays off. Now the vehicle is fully raised, we need to get this belly pan off, should I say, and it's held on with 10 mils. Probably quite a few of them. Now I've got the belly pan off. Now the drain plug, there is a T40 in the middle of it. Now what we're going to do is get a clean, make sure it's nice and clean, there's nothing in there. And we're going to catch the fluid that comes out of it. Now these aren't very tight. Look at that. Let me turn that off. We're going to catch all this fluid now. Make sure we're underneath. I'm hoping it comes out. We're going to let that fluid now drain into there. Well, this is almost similar to a DSG gearbox, to be honest. Now we've drained a little bit out. Now we need to get a 17mm Allen key and remove that sump plug itself. Now they say on the information that about 3 litres should come out, so we're going to catch it and we're going to have a little look, see how much is in there. Just going to wait now a little bit and wait for all that oil to drip out. Now that's not level, and I have spilt a little bit, but it is just under 3 litres. We're going to leave it, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 minutes until that stops dripping. All the oil has drained out of it now, but we've put the sump plug back in, and we've also put that drain level check bung. Don't tighten it up, just nip it up, because we're going to need to take it back out to check the level. Now let's get the car dropped down, and we're going to put some correcto fluid in it, which is that stuff, AW2. I've got the car back down to working height. We're going to get the fill plug, and we're just going to pop it on one side. Get yourself some filling tools. 2 funnels will do me. Right, now this fluid, it is AW2, the proper stuff for the vehicle. Now it is a 4 litre drum, and we're going to put 3.5 litres back in it. So we're going to get that oil down to that yellow line. Right, well I've now put 3.5 litres of oil in, as you can see, and we've put the fill plug back in, which is down there, and we haven't torqued it up to spec just yet. We've just nipped it up because we might need to put some more in, I don't know, not until we check the level of it. Now to check the level of it, what we need to do is get in the car, grab the diag and get that gearbox oil temperature up to 63 degrees. Right, well now we're in the car and we're just going to run through that procedure once again. Start the vehicle, cycle the gears, use a diagnostic tool, wait until the transmission fluid reaches 63 degrees. So that's what we'll do. Let's go around now to the gearbox. We're just going to drop to system list. Scroll down, gearbox. enter the gearbox. Oh, the ignition's on. Now for anybody that's asking what diagnostic machine I'm using, this is a Launch Eurotab 3 and it is insane. We need to read data stream, gear level, counters, immobilizers, automatic gearbox oil temperature, that's the one. What are we at now? We're at 40 degrees now. Now I've got the car started, and what we're going to do, press button, we're going to cycle through all the gears a few times, hold them into gear, want to let us go into manual. Drive. Such a nice place to be in, this cockpit, fair play. Right, and what we're going to do, as you can see the temperature is rising, we've got to wait now until that gets to 63 degrees. Right, I'm not going to lie, getting this gearbox oil up to 63 degrees is like watching paint dry. But yeah, so I'm led to believe that if you're having problems with the gear changing on these, especially when you're pulling off, I'm led to believe that an oil change, apparently there's no filter in the gearbox as such, it's just a drain. I find it hard to believe. I bet you somewhere there's going to be a filter in it, but on technical information and stuff like that, there's no filter on it. But oil fluid change is going to help them gear changes a drastic amount, so I'm led to believe. So yeah, I've been in the car now about ages, forever, and we're only at 55 degrees, and I've been going through the gears, holding it there, trying to get it up to temperature. Well, at least I'm having 5 minutes anyway, well, a little bit more than 5 minutes. Have a bit of a break in it, and I catch up on the socials and see what everybody's doing. Oh my good god, this is taking forever. We're now at 60 degrees, and as you can see down the bottom here, we've just gone past 20 minutes. 20 minutes, dear me. Anyway, not long. Now I'm at 63 degrees, well 64 degrees actually, with the engine running. We're going to remove this bung now. Now if it's dripping out, we've got to leave it drip till it stops, and if it doesn't drip, we've got to top it out and go through all that process again, if that makes sense. Well, I've now done the levels on it, and we've talked everything up to spec. We put a little line so we know that everything's done perfect, and I've also added the gearbox its own little like service book, if that makes sense. So if it ever needs doing again, oh yeah, it was done at 27,000 on that date. Done. Right, all we've got to do now is put them belly panels back on, drop the car down, and take it for a little bit of a drive-a-rooney. Now I've got the car off the ramp, everything is now back together. Even just getting the car off the ramp, to me, the car felt a lot smoother, as it was just pulling forward ever so slightly. Now, I can't really film while I'm driving because I've left my GoPro home, hence why I'm doing it on my phone. I'm going to go down the road, make sure all the gears are driving nice and smoothly. We're going to pop it all through all the sport modes, use the flappy paddles, make sure that they're changing perfect, and I'll let you know in a couple of minutes. Well, I've just got back now after about a 10-15 minute test drive. Now I haven't driven the car down the road before, so I don't know what it was like, but to me now it's perfect. It's so smooth, every gear's changing perfect, even the change is instant, you know, up and down the box, perfect. But anyway, yeah, that is one gearbox oil change on a Peugeot 508 8-speed automatic gearbox. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed the video. Let's get it sent.